what is polymorphism? Polymorphism enables a single interface to represent different underlying forms. Polymorphism is of two types. One is uh, uh, one is what you
Compile
call
time,
the development compile time.
compile time. Yeah,
Thank you,
static polymorphism, and second one is runtime polymorphism or dynamic polymorphism. We call it.
thank you. So one is compile time. In compile time is where overloading and overriding comes into picture, and then there is runtime polymorphism. Most of the time in interview, I give example of runtime polymorphism. So let's go into example. I'm going to use the same example I used in the C sharp video. Do watch that video. I'll put the link down. So let me run the polymorphism video. So I'm going to declare a calculator class. This is more example of uh, compile type, compile time polymorphism. So I'll have a add method. So I can add another add method with different signatures. Here I'm creating add method from with three variables and different type. So let's create our main class and call these different methods. So I'm creating a object of calculator class. So I'm calling method with two parameters, three parameters, and double value. So this is an example of overloading. So let's now go into the um, runtime polymorphism example. I'm going to declare a animal base class. So I'm creating a virtual method which can be overridden, speak. So I'm creating now derived classes or subclasses. Dog, which implements the animal abstract class and overrides the speak method. Cat class implements the abstract class. So I created an animal and assigned dog class to it and speak, and then assigning cat and speak. So this is example of polymorphism. I'm declaring a variable of animal class and assigning dog or cat. So since they are derived class, it can be assigned to that one. So last time Aditi asked me question, what is method hiding? So let's
Yes,
talk about method hiding now.
I have never seen use of this method overriding.
Overriding?
Overriding, we use in almost every project everywhere, but I
Uh-huh.
have never seen method use of method hiding. But still, people, this is a concept of
I
method
think
overriding.
When people want to give you hard time during object-oriented programming interview,
Yes,
if they don't like, they ask you this question:
and
"What is hiding?" Alright.
the
So
people ask this question, what is method hiding? And
whether
since it,
they are giving you, the chances are this interview is not gonna work. They are giving you a hard time. I'm joking.
so, I have never seen the use of method hiding, at least. But, for me,
Generally, I stay away from inheritance. Means inheritance is like a little bit very tricky. I'll talk a little bit later. That's uh, why I
I
try
have
not
one.
to use.
And this concept of polymorphism was very confusing to me also, uh, and still confusing, but now it makes sense.
Mhm.
Earlier, I was wondering why we call compile time, why we call runtime, and I was not able to distinguish. So
And
later,
I was always shocked. Like I was always wonder why why my interviewer are not satisfied with my definition of polymorphism. Okay, let's declare a class. We create a business here. We call it base class. So we are creating a virtual method. Virtual is a C sharp keyword. It tells, okay, this method can be overridden. So I'm creating a virtual display method and and then show method. Let me create a derived class. So in this derived class, I'm going to override one function and hide one function. So let me inherit from base class. Okay. This is recording. So this display I did not override. Uh, I'll come back to little bit later. So let me add the reference of my business layer to my console application. And here now we are going to write some code to demonstrate the difference between overriding and hiding. So okay, I wrote the code base class and then derived class, I'm calling those methods. So one thing is like the third one you should see is I'm driving creating base class and assigning the derived class object to that base class. So here, okay, I'm going to fix the display. It should be override. Hmm. Okay, I'm going to fix this. It should be override display and I'm doing show. So first, base class, I'm assigning base class and uh, calling those methods. Then I'm creating a drive class and calling those methods. And third one, I'm calling the base class and assigning a drive class object to that one and calling that. So the difference would be when hiding comes into picture, the difference would be in scenario third. Let's run it. Let me pause the video.
The first two are straightforward.
First one is straightforward. Second is
Yes.
straightforward. Third one, you see, I created a base class and I assigned it object of the derived class, and overridden method it called from the derived one. Whereas the one which is hiding, hidden one, it is hidden from the base class. So base class doesn't know that derived class has implemented over it or implemented a new method. It's showing from the base class. So
Exactly.
so that is the difference. Kind of, it's a base class means it's and not anti-polymorphism. According to polymorphism, in the base class I should be assign the derived class and call those methods. So
Yes.
that's what it says. The documentation says. Means I have never used hidden method in hidden method myself. So documentation says
Also,
if you want to write some totally new implementation, then you should use new.
and here now one thing I would like to add here
Hmm.
at line number 17. So since here we are using base class one reference and we are creating object with the derived class. So
Hmm.
here for like we have concept of compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. So at compile time we know by looking at code only that which method should be called, like function
Hmm.
overloading. We know in function overloading by passing the parameters, input parameters, we know that this function is going to get called. And same in the concept method hiding, we know
Hmm.
which method is going to call. In method hiding, always method is called by class reference, base class reference. And in concept of polymorphism runtime, it suppose we have here base class at line number 17 we are creating from derived class object, but since it if it can be different class, then that method will be get called. So here we are not sure that which method is going to call. So this is maybe why we call runtime or dynamic polymorphism.
Then
So this is my
interesting.
understanding.
Awesome. Thanks for watching this video. This video was taken out of my masterclass on object-oriented analysis, programming and design. So if you like the video, if you want to know about object-oriented analysis, design and programming in details, check out that workshop. It is full of lot of hands-on exercises. It has chapters. You can go to particular chapter.